Okay, so hello friends, this week I got this lens. It's a 24mm f2.8, a Nikkor, and I paid quite cheap, and then it is because the lens, it has a small problem, and then the problem is, as you will see, the focus ring is a bit stiff. So obviously when you put it into the camera is going to struggle just passing this part, and then yeah, it will block. The lens was sold as autofocus not working. It actually does, but since it's quite stiff, it is the camera who struggles. And then some cameras manage to do, like a D600 just managed to pass by, but I think this is not good for the mechanism or the battery of the camera. Okay, so we're going to disassemble the lens to fix this issue, and then quite easy thing. So let's start with it. I get my screwdrivers, I check my lights. Okay, so this should do. So I start by removing the back. So in this lens there is something particular that you can do. So as you will see, I'm just going to remove these 3 screws. Usually I remove the plastic parts. Well, this one, okay, it's plastic. Usually I remove this part here to be able to release the contacts, but this lens doesn't need that. So as you will see, okay, remove the screws, and then I'm able to remove the bayonet with the aperture lever here, and then the electronics. So this is already something that allows us to gain some time. And then I remove this, which is yeah, the aperture ring with this small part here. This is easy to know when you're going to reassemble, because there is one part which is black and then the other one is silver, so you don't have big chances of messing up. Okay, so we're here, and then okay, we can remove this. It's the gear for the focusing, and then to remove this, so we need to remove these retainers here, which are the ones to impede the front element, well, actually the optical block, to move. And then there is also this, so we're going to remove all those, and you will see, like, in no time we'll have disassembled the lens. So I obviously disassembled the lens before, just before making the video, just to know the procedure. So most of the screws are pre-loose, so just be careful, because for example these ones here are really tight. So what I had to do was to use a big screwdriver with small tips and then put a lot of force. This one was a hard one, and then probably you can see the screw head. Just let me zoom probably just a bit. It's not in the best shape, so just be careful with that, because yeah, just through the screw head you can forget about disassembling the rest. Okay, so I got these parts here. Then I'm going to remove this part, which is the part which moves the optical assembly to the focusing. and then, as you will see probably in your lens, there is this white spots here. This is a marking to indicate the infinity focus. It is from factory that you get it, so you don't need to worry about it. Okay, so this is okay, small screwdriver, small screw. Okay, and then I'm able to remove this element here. Oh. Okay. Okay, have this part here, and then, as you will see, this element here is able to move. So when you're going to reassemble the lens, you have to make sure to be at infinity here. Well, I'm going to show that anyway at the end. And then that these two elements are the two whites are aligned here, and then you put the part here, this part here with the screws, which Nikon made many screws, and then this part widely open, so you're able to do the calibration of the lens without trouble. Okay, so I remove this part, and then now I am able to just simply descrew the optics. I obviously made some markings previously, and then what you need to do is to mark the part where the lens comes out, which what I did, the way I did it was to mark this part here, and then this line here, just to indicate me that the lens comes in about this region. So this is the optical part. In this lens it is in perfect condition, so I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to put it aside, and then okay, so this is the other part of the lens. So the part which is causing us trouble, the one which is a bit hard, is here. So you can see up. Yeah, it's not very smooth. Like I have here the very same lens, and then here, as you can see, it's extremely smooth. Whereas here, I struggle. Okay, so to remove this part, I have to come here and then remove these 3 screws here. Okay, so just for information, you probably know this already. All these Nikkor lenses use the screws according to the Japanese norm, which is the G's. So on the one I use the most is the J000, which I already broke one after 3 years of quite heavy use. And then I got these new ones, these new screwdrivers. I got them from Japan, the bezel ones. I already broke one. You see the 07 is really small. I broke it when I was trying to fix one lens. Okay, not a big deal. These ones are really good, and then the fit is like perfect. I have found other ones which are obviously a bit cheaper, but the fit is good, but it's not perfect. So if you want to get proper screwdrivers for lenses, try to check this one. I will produce the link to get them from Amazon. Okay, so I was here. So I am. So you have here this retaining washer here, and then without this washer, because here, as you can see, now that I think, I am not able to yeah, I'm not able to rotate this element completely, and then this is because here, as you will see just now, I will remove this element which has the markings for the position. Okay, which has the markings. I have the right depth field. Okay, has the markings here, and then there's one slot here. Yeah, this slot, and then this slot goes with some this here up, which impedes the motion. Okay, so I take this. So let me put focusing at this level where it was initially. Okay, and now I am able to remove this thing. So I am able to clean it. Yeah, so you see it is a bit hard. So I will get a glove just to move this because the edges are a bit sharp, and then yeah, I don't want to cut my hands or whatever. Okay, so this is the last element. I'm able to see here already that the grease is gone. Okay, you see I got this element, which is the last element I wanted to disassemble. So this is the screw for moving pretty much everything, and then I can see that the grease is pretty much gone. Okay, and then this is the remaining of the lens, and you can remove there's 3 screws there, but then for what I need, I don't need to go further into this assembly. So okay, so I will stop the video now, and then I will prepare this part here. I'm just going to clean it and then re-grease it, and then we meet back for the reassembly of the lens. So hello again, friends. I regreased this part, so I greased this one at the exterior. I regreased the thread in this one on the interior, and then I noticed that some scratch on this part here. It was like the thread, yeah, it wasn't very smooth. So what I did, I filed down the scratches just using a file, this small box that you can see I have here. It was very quick, like just 2 swings and then it was gone. Then I had to clean again the thing and re-grease, but then now it is rather smooth, as you can see. So and then I put this part just to make sure that I have the right position, because if you remember that this part has a small slot which does the limitation of the motion, and then here I think I reached the sweet spot where is the smoothest. So now we're going to reassemble the lens, which is nothing very complicated. And that's the bell from the church next to my house. And then, since it is a very hot night, yeah, I have the window open, and yeah, that's it. And then fun thing is this thing. This bell sounds every hour, even in the night. So yeah, you have little interest of letting your windows open unless it is extremely hot, which is the case today. Okay, so we put this washer here, which simply links these two parts together. I tighten it and became okay. Became a bit stiffer, so just let it loose a bit so I don't lose the benefit of being super smooth. Okay, this one is okay, so I'll leave it like that. Okay, so that's it. Now I have to put the optical assembly, and then what we did previously was to mark the position where it was coming out, and then it was done with respect to this position here. So nothing extremely complicated. You simply align the two lines, and then you see it comes in at once. So, and then what is important here is to be able to reach that these two openings here, this one and one, which are not 180-degree opposite, are face to face with the parts when where you're going to put the holes. This is the why you need to be to know where you did came out. Otherwise, it's a bit painful. And now we put these bars here into the slots. And then I'll put this screw, and then let me tell you just something to pay attention when reassembling this lens, because just let me make sure this is good. Well aligned. Okay, one thing is when you're putting this part, you can since it is a screw, you can go to any position you want. So and then there is the case when you're focusing and you come really close to these parts here. So here is not the case. Well, there's some friction, so I think it's due to the alignment of this. But in some cases you come too far and then you just block here. So just pay attention to that. If it is not very clear what I'm just saying, just put a comment or ask me a question. I'll be happy to answer you. Okay, I had some friction here. Still some friction. Alright. Okay, I will take care of that into the fine adjustments of the lens. Okay, a lot of friction. Just let me put this one, and then I will take care of that at the end, just to see the assembly, and then the most important part probably, which is the realignment of the infinity, which is not very complicated, but you need just to be careful with it. Okay, it's this one, which is okay. That's okay. Okay, when you're not sure and you have something which is chaffing something, the thing I do just to recover is just let the part loose, do some motion, and then the part naturally comes in position. still have some noise. I don't know where it comes from, but well, not very important. Okay, so alignment. So here I get to infinity. Here I get my two lines here, my two white spots here, and then I'm going to put this small part here. Okay, I got it, and as you can see, I changed. Yeah, since I was looking for a sweeter, smoother spot, and so I changed the focusing. So this is why these two dots are extremely important. So you make sure you're in the right position. Then you fix it again. But then if I don't know, for whatever reason your lens is not calibrated, this is what you can probably do. Just open to make sure that the two spots are actually aligned, and then you can change the position of this small part just to reach the best possible focusing. It's some work, but then okay, it's a lot smoother than before. It is not perfect. Then we put the aperture ring here, and then I have to here. Then we put this small black ring here. As I told you before, there is no way of getting it wrong, because the other side is silver, the right position is black. So you get it here. Then this is the thing I always forget. You need to put B4, which is the focusing gear. Then I put again the aperture ring here. Okay, very good. We put this ring, which is what connects the aperture lever here to the aperture blades into the lens through this ring. Okay, so we're almost there. So then okay, I always get some leveling problems here. Never got why. Okay, here I have something which is not working right. Okay, yeah, I think I know now. There's a second ring that you need to make sure you're center with. No, not really. Okay, so I think I'm going to cut this part and then try to figure out what. Ah, okay, yes, yeah, stupid me. Yeah, there is a small pin inside, and then I actually have to move the aperture lever here to align to the actual aperture. otherwise I am not able to yeah, there's one black plate which is blocking the bayonet. Okay, so once this is solved, we can finish the assembly of the lens by putting the 3 screws here and then the last thing we will do is obviously make sure that now the autofocus is working, because before it was blocking because it was too hard. So here now smooth, not perfect smooth, but it's okay. Okay, and now the test. Okay. Looking good. So this is it. Thanks for watching, and yeah, see you next time. Bye.